Hi, Sheri Winter-Clary here with this week's edition of The Spin. We're at Albertson's Marine in Southold, and we're going to be talking about spring boating basics. So we're with Dave Witzke, and Dave is going to run down the checklist of things to do for your boat to get ready for spring.
So you're going to start with your bilge plug. You don't want to forget that. You want to make sure your battery terminals are clean. Your battery should be disconnected from the winter, and you're going to clean your terminals and reconnect your battery. Also, a good habit is to get some sort of battery grease, dielectric grease, and you can put it on your terminals. It'll keep them clean throughout the season. To make sure your water pumps are circulating water through the engine cooling system.
Very important.
Very important.
Otherwise it won't run.
No, not for long. It won't run.
Right, but not for long. The next most important thing, I guess, is boater safety.
Right.
And I know you're really big on boater safety,
yes.
So tell me.
First of the season, you can go online and check the Coast Guard site for your size vessel, what safety equipment will be required. Mm-hmm. And you can go to whatever local marina you use, and they will have their Coast Guard kits per size vessel.
Right.
And it goes from whistles, horns, fire extinguishers, flares, parachute flares, life jackets per every person on board, which is very important.
Very important.
Yes, yeah, that's huge. You can also do is the Coast Guard offers vessel safety checks for free. So you can register online, which is pamphlets, which all marinas should have. You can go to your local marina and pick up a pamphlet, or just go online to safetyseal.net, and that you can use that to schedule your safety check, and they will go through all your equipment. And the Coast Guard, or usually it's the auxiliary or the power squadron,
right.
And they'll go through why that equipment is important and why you should have it.
This is the SS Minnow, by the way.
Yes, yeah. Which is a very nice Roth boat here.
Yes,
yeah.
It's beautiful. You guys have some nice boats here for sale.
Thank you.
All right, so Dave, what's your favorite place when you're just going to chill out around here on the bay?
I would say you can't beat the Block Island trip, which is always fun.
So Dave, how long does it take to get to Block?
Block is around 34 miles from Boring Point, so around 40 from here. So depending on your boat, you're looking like an hour and a half to 2 hours.
And that's doing how many knots an hour?
Hour and a half is around 20 knots.
All right, so Dave, tell us about any really dramatic rescue that you've had.
The first one that comes to my mind, I was on a tugboat in the Marshall Islands in the Pacific, anchored in one of the atolls, and we were coming back from a transfer, and I was on the stern just checking things out, and I saw this, what appeared to be a canoe or a raft floating in the water, and I went up to the bridge, and we got binoculars and we looked, and it actually was 3 indigenous people floating in a raft across the atoll. And one of the pontoons was ripped off, and the transom of the boat was gone, and they were just holding on. And so we motored over to them and got alongside and got the 3 guys on board.
Wow.
And one guy was he was injured, and what had happened was they were on a sailboat, and they were sailing in the atoll, and his mast snapped.
Wow.
And they never used the engine, and he just tried to start up the engine, and the engine caught fire and the boat sank.
Holy cow.
Yes.
So if they had done your safety checks,
yes. Unfortunately,
that would not have happened. Oh my gosh.
I don't believe the Coast Guard enforces any rules over in the Marshall Islands.
Right, exactly. Thank you so much for watching this week's edition of The Spin, and keep watching because soon we're going to take Bossy out for a spin.